Hi. If you're preparing for English speaking and writing test, welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna do a mock test of IELTS speaking part 1. Hi, my name is Suguru and I have got an 8.5 in IELTS speaking. If I can do that, so can you. Now let's get started. Yeah, sure. I mean, I take the subway almost every day. Since I don't have a car or bicycle, living in Tokyo, taking the subway is probably the only, or maybe the most popular way of traveling. So whether I go to work or I go shopping, I take the subway. Well, the main difference is, what you can see outside the window of the train. I mean, when you are taking a subway, it means that you are underground. So all you can see out the window is the dark, dirty walls of the tunnels. So it's, anything but interesting. So kids absolutely tend to prefer take trains above ground because they can enjoy the landscapes, buildings and stuff pass by in front of their eyes. How comfortable? I would say it can't be more comfortable. People in America tend to imagine subways to be kind of dark, dirty, and not very popular, especially among the local people. But subway trains in Tokyo are completely the opposite. Platforms, trains, everything is so bright and clean and sanitary. And also trains run on schedule almost every day. They very rarely get delayed. So very punctual, very comfortable. So yeah, I don't have any complaints about subways in Tokyo. Well, when it comes to Tokyo, no, I wouldn't say that we need any more subway lines because we already have more than a dozen subway lines in Tokyo. It's almost like maids, line A, line B, line C, so many of them. So people from outside Tokyo, when they travel in Tokyo, they get so surprised. Oh, there are so many subway lines here. But when it comes to rural areas, they still don't have subways yet. So I would say, the government should invest in the creation of subways in those areas because subways are very convenient because everything is underground, so they can save space or land above ground. Alright, as usual, let's review my answers in connection with these 4 criteria. The first one to consider is fluency and coherence. Coherence evaluates the development of a topic through details. Let's take a listen to these parts of my response. I mean, when you are taking a subway, it means that you are underground. So all you can see out the window is the dark, dirty walls of the tunnels. So kids absolutely tend to prefer take trains above ground because they can enjoy the landscapes, buildings and stuff. So I'm describing what exactly you can see outside the window when you take a subway compared with when you take a train on land. So these little details can bring you a high score for fluency and coherence. So let's keep that in mind every time you take the test. Next, let's consider pronunciation. People in America tend to imagine subways to be kind of dark, but subway trains in Tokyo are completely the opposite. People in America do this, but subway trains in Tokyo are blah blah blah. So I'm making a contrast here. I like America very much. But when it comes to the train experience, well, I'm pretty sure Tokyo is better. So I'm making a contrast here. People in America do this, but subway trains in Tokyo are blah blah blah. Let's hear my answer again. People in America, subway trains in Tokyo. Next, lexical resource. Because we already have more than a dozen subway lines. A dozen. Have you ever used this word, a dozen? A dozen is 12. So if you say a dozen people, it means 12 people. If you say 2 dozen people, it means 24 people, and so on. Let's use this word in your responses because it's cool. Finally, grammatical range and accuracy. How comfortable? I would say it can't be more comfortable. Can't be more comfortable. Can't be more comfortable. Do you know what this means? Does this mean it's comfortable or not comfortable? It's a little complicated. If you use not and the comparative together, it means it's impossible for something to be more comfortable than that. In other words, it's extremely comfortable. Here's another example. If you ask someone, "How are you?" and he says, "Couldn't be better." Couldn't be better. What does he mean? Is he good or not? It means he's very good, extremely good. Alright, I hope you found this video useful. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and most importantly, let me wish you good luck on your test.